Hi again, YouTubers. So I am starting the first one of my makeup graveyard series. I'm going to start with concealers just because I felt like foundations was a bit daunting of a task. It's ridiculous. So I decided to start with concealers, and basically what this is if you don't follow her, Glam Life Guru does a series called Makeup Graveyard, and what that is essentially she goes through, shows you what she has, and goes through each one and kind of talks a little bit about it, decides, you know, or gives you some information of whether she would repurchase, whether she would not use it again, whether it's expired, you know, any information she kind of has, which I thought was a really cool idea. Now, mine are a total mess. I will try to insert a picture here of exactly how big of a mess it is, and give you an idea of that kind of. So that's kind of my organization, not really organization. I'm not even going to use that word because it's not organized at all right now. It's just kind of where they are. They're in that silver, it's like a silverware container or something, in that one section there, and they're all just kind of thrown in there, and they're a mess. And honestly, I can't even tell you exactly what I have in there, so it's going to be interesting for me to kind of go through it as well. So the first one, NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color, I'll try and tell you colors too, Honey. This is probably one of my favorite concealers. It is the one I have on today. I have tried it in other colors. They haven't really worked out. But this one just works. And it looks like it would be too dark, but it really does work out. This is the end of this one. I have another one in my makeup bag. That's the color right there. I will try also to kind of do this and give you guys like a little bit of a swatch as I go. I should pull out a towel to wipe my hand. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep things out here, and I'm going to kind of, I'll show you guys at the end my stack of like things that I'm going to keep, stack of things that I'm going to give to other people, and things that have to be thrown away because they're just kind of like gross or whatever. Next one, I have two of these, and it's MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW25. They're both NW25. And as you can see, this one's like towards the end and that one's not too far off. I really, really, really like this concealer. I don't like how it dispenses. I hate the pump. It either gives you too much or too little. This is it right here. Let me blend it out for you. It's got a great, great, great coverage, amazing coverage. Does well as an eye primer as well. The reason I don't like it, the only downside, let me rephrase that, I do like it. The only downside of it for me is the fact that I hate how you have to have the container sitting upright, first of all, and as you can see in my drawer, that does not always happen right now. And two, the pump thing. So I can't just throw that in a makeup bag and go. Next thing, as you can tell, the things on top are the things that I most reach for. MAC Studio Moisture, Select Moisture, NW20. And I have two of these. I have one in my gym bag, makeup. And as you can tell, this one's getting down to not much left. This one is not as heavy of a coverage, but very nice, very moisturizing, very great for under the eyes. The NW colors tend to have a little bit more of a pink tone to them, so that is helpful. All three of those I would repurchase, by the way. Next thing, Eve Pearl Dual Salmon Concealer and Treatment. I have this in the color Light Medium. This is what it looks like. As you can tell, this one is pretty much at the end of its life. Light is on the bottom and medium will be on the top. And I use this every day before I put my makeup on without fail. Light is on the bottom, medium is on the top. And just to tell you how much I love this, I have backups because I buy them on Haute Look. So when they have them there, I love them and I get them on sale. Now they did used to sell it in a little pot like this that's the color medium. I'm almost to the end of that. But I can't find the pots in light or medium anymore. So that kind of sucks because I love that. Maybelline Age Rewind, Instant Age Rewind Treatment. Oh, here we go. Eraser, Dark Circle Eraser, Treatment Concealer. Have this color in the color Brightener. This is the more pink one. I used to use this before I used Eve Pearl. This one is much, much, much lighter. You have to use, it's a thinner product. You have to use a light hand with it, but it really is a nice, nice product. I would repurchase that. MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in Radiant Rose. This is not a concealer, same as the Eve Pearl isn't. This is just made to be a brightener. This is similar in color actually to the Maybelline Age Rewind, but I use these in two totally different ways. The Maybelline Age Rewind I put down before I put any makeup on. This one you actually just kind of put a little bit on. And there's not much left in there, but just after you've applied your makeup to give you a little bit of highlight and brightener right there under the eyes. I always forget about this. Blend it on. I like that one. I wouldn't repurchase it, but I like it. I will continue to use it when I think of it. This one is new to me. The Marcelle BB Roll-On Concealer. Hypoallergenic. What's the color? Must be only one color. Comes in this, and it has a little roller ball. You click the bottom, the pen part here, and then the concealer comes out the top on the roller ball. Kind of like those eye treatments. This is it here. I will say it is very, very sheer. It works well. I like it. It moves around well under the skin, and it's very smooth, but it is not a full coverage. I would say it is a light, maybe a medium coverage at the most. So that is that. Tarte Amazonian Clay in light. Smooth Operator Waterproof Concealer. I don't buy into this whole waterproof. I say water resistant because I don't think anything is waterproof. You can see I've used a good amount of this, but I have a good amount left too. Very soft and creamy. This is it right here. Goes on very nicely under the eyes. Now keep in mind too, another thing I'm going to mention is the majority of the concealers I'm talking about, I will be talking about how they work under my eyes. I do not have a lot of spots that I do concealing on my face, so I don't know how these things work as such because of the fact that I don't use them for that. But this is very nice, very smooth, very creamy, very easy to work with, very easy to blend under the eyes, and it does stay really, really well. The e.l.f. Concealer in the color beige. Just beige, that's all it says. It's a stick concealer, very similar to the Tarte one. You've really, really, really got to rub that on, and look, you still can't even see it. It has next to no coverage. The little thing also, every time I open and close it, look, the concealer falls out. I mean, it's $1, but that one's going to the trash because it falls apart, doesn't have any coverage. It's not worth keeping for anything. It's just taking up space. Bobbi Brown Corrective Spot Treatment. Now this is one that when I did have a sunspot on my face, I did use it consistently. It has a pink tone to it, very, very slightly, but it is specifically made to reduce the look of sunspots, and I have a little bit of one left right there, but not enough that I would use this. I did use this quite frequently when I did have sunspots that I hadn't yet gotten rid of, and it was really, really awesome for that. I would repurchase it. I will not get rid of it because it does work really well in case any come back. L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Crayon Concealer in the color W4-5, light medium. It's a crayon. It twists up from the bottom. Again, it's another one that it takes a good amount of work to get something that's noticeable. It's not because it's close to my skin tone color. It just really is a little bit harder to work with. It's not, it is actually, let me rephrase that. It is smooth. But it takes a lot more of this product than what I think it should to do what I want it to do. Does that make sense? Boots, number 7. What is this called? Quick cover in medium. It's a twist up stick. Very nice, creamy. It is supposedly for blemishes. It's right here. I used it under my eyes and found no issues with it. Some people commented that it's not made to be used under the eyes, and that because it has some treatments in it for breakouts, I've not had any issues with it. I really like it. It's inexpensive. I would repurchase that one. Buy that over the other two I just talked about. Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle in the color Fair Light. Same thing as the brightener one, except for this one is a concealer. It's too light. It's fine. It's a treatment. It's thin. It's fine. I prefer the brightener if I'm going to use these. I don't particularly like the concealer one of that. Just my thoughts. Let's go here. Lancome. I can never say this word. EFFACERNES. Waterproof. It's their waterproof under eye concealer. I have this in the color Neutral. This is what it looks like. It comes in a little squeeze tube with the point to it. If there's any of these that you guys are not, that I don't have, like, if you're not getting enough information, or this one, you can tell I'm almost at the end of it, I'm squeezing it all the way out, that I'm not giving you enough information, or I don't have a separate review on it, just let me know. It comes out in a little dot, then you blend it in. This one reminds me a lot of the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. It has a little bit of a pink undertone to it. This one is not quite as emollient as the MAC one. However, it is a great concealer for under your eyes. I forget about that one. Hourglass concealer in the color Warm. It's the stick concealer. This one is another great one that has like a pinkish undertone to it. It is very creamy and has a slight strange scent. This one might be bad. That one might be, even though I like it, it might be going away. I did like the concealer itself. It is, it has that little bit of tackiness to it, kind of like the Laura Mercier Secret Pots, or Secret Concealer, whatever that's called. I have one of those in here too, that you really have to warm it up a little bit beforehand, but that one has a funny smell to it, so I think it's off, so that one is hitting the trash. All right. Oh, I didn't even remember I had this. Smashbox Photo Up Under Eye Brightener. This is what it looks like. Comes out with a brush. It is a highlighter just like the MAC one. You just put a little bit under your eyes. You can do it beforehand or afterwards, and it's supposed to just give you that lightened, brightened under eye look. I'm gonna have to give that one another shot. I like it. It's very soft feeling, and it just makes your under eye probably feel great. But I did like it when I used it. I just forgot about it. Giorgio Armani Master Under Eye Concealer, Master Corrector. What is Corrector, right? Corrector. And I have this in the number 1, which is the more pink one. You can see I've used quite a bit of it. This has a super fine little brush. You can see the pink tone to this. You are supposed to put this on before you do any other makeup, and only where you have blue spots. I do think that this works very well for the money. I honestly prefer the Eve Pearl, but this is a nice product. It does work well. Oh, look at that. I have another one of the Age Rewind Brightener. Interesting. Alrighty, so I have 2 of those, so one can go in the giveaway pile. I have some friends I'm going to give some of this stuff. Sorry, reaching over. Next one, Clinique. Wow, forgot about this one. All About Eyes Concealer, number 3 Light Petal. Comes in a squeeze tube. You can tell how much of it I've used. There is not much left of this. It is a thicker product, and then it blends out. Has a thick feel to it, or a little bit of a thicker feel to it. I think that one might be bad. We're going to get rid of that one. We're just going to get rid of that one. Definitely has that pink undertone to it for under your eyes. It is a nice product. It is just one that I liked for a really long while, but I've just never gone back to. There's other things I preferred. Revlon Age Defying DNA Advantage. I don't even think they make this anymore. I had this in the color number 2. I think even when I reviewed this, they stopped making it. It actually was really nice. Kind of reminded me of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Reminded me of that, but they stopped making it. Really nice though. Blends out well, smooth, inexpensive, pretty good product. Clé de Peau in beige. I don't know what these are called. Concealer. Just concealer in beige. I did a review on this fairly recently. It's nice. It's very, very, very smooth, very, very, very pigmented, great for the under eyes. Is it something I would go crazy over or pay again for because it was ridiculously priced? No. Nope. We're getting there, we're getting there. As I spoke of this, the Laura Mercier Secret Concealer in number 2. This one is the one that I was talking about, that this is a really nice concealer for under the eyes, but you do really need to just get it warmed up on your finger before you put it on. Otherwise, it's hard to blend and move with. It is very nice, very emollient, very nice to work with. However, I will say it tends to crease a little bit throughout the day, and the key to that is you need to use the tiniest amount. Like what I showed you on my hand should probably do both eyes. And that's hard for a lot of people to do sometimes. So, Vichy Derma Blend number 20 Nude Corrector Skin Concealer. Comes in a tube like this with a squeeze top. This concealer, I will say, I feel like it's better for blemishes and things like that. It's just not the right consistency for under the eyes. It's nice, it's smooth, but something about it just kind of cracks throughout the day and it doesn't look good after a while. Let's take a look here. I don't know why this one's in here. Benefit Highbrow. Put that in with eyebrow stuff, and that'll be in another graveyard. What in the world? Alright, I'm finding all kinds of random things. Benefit Eye Bright. Put that in there too. Urban Decay 24/7 Concealer Pencil in the color FBI. I loved this for the longest while. It's a sharp pencil that you sharpen yourself. Oh, it's so soft and creamy. I totally forgot about this. What an awesome concealer. Oh, I have to start using this again. It just feels so good. It covers well. It's a really, really nice concealer. I like that one a lot. MAC Studio Finish Concealer NW20. I don't use this under my eyes. It is way, way, way too thick and heavy. You really have to warm it up to use it. Here, I'm sorry. It is one of those ones that is way better for blemishes and things like that, similar to the Vichy, which you just have to get the right color for. Let's see here. Moving along. Wow. This probably needs to be thrown away because this is older than dirt and they don't even make this packaging or this product anymore. Estee Lauder Maximum Coverage Camouflage Makeup for Face and Body. I use this in Creamy Tan Medium. I used this under my eyes for years and I had like 4 of these and I even had backups and stuff. I think I might even still have a backup. It's right there. It just is so soft and so amazing and it's just phenomenal for under your eyes. Maybe I'll keep it and try it. It doesn't smell bad. See if it works for under my eyes. Alrighty, getting down to the bottom of the barrel. Beauty blenders in there. Garnier Skin Renewal Anti-Dark Circle Roller. This is what it looks like. I used this for the longest while before the Eve Pearl thing. This is just something you put under your eyes before you put your makeup on. The roller cools it down, helps to depuff and things like that. Some people say this isn't good for you because of the fact that it has caffeine in it. Personal opinion. Everybody has their own on it. Milani HD Advanced Click Cover Correct and Protect Eye and Face in color 01. This is what it looks like. It is a click pen. That might be dried out. Oh, nope, it isn't. I just don't tend to use these. I don't grab for them. I don't use them. They are definitely much more of an eye illuminator and under eye whatever. Not for me. I just don't grab for them. Maybe I should try YSL Touche Eclat Radiant Touch. Do they have colors? They have colors now. I don't know. I think they have colors. I don't know. Same thing. Click pen. Has more of a pink undertone to it. Kind of reminds me of the Radiant Rose. Touche Eclat's a little bit darker, a little bit more pink, and just so you know, the Milani is definitely way lighter. Just to give you an idea of the 3 there. This is the YSL, the Radiant Rose, and then the Milani. So yeah, that's that. Oops, knocking things over. Eve Pearl, that doesn't belong there. That belongs in the powders. Bobbi Brown. All right. In the corrector in the color Bisque. Again, another pink toned product that you really, really, really have to warm up and work with first. I use a lot of correctors. This is very nice, but it's very tacky, and you really have to work at it so it doesn't settle into those fine lines. You need and the key with how it doesn't settle into the fine lines is the same as what I've been saying. You need the tiniest amount of it to make that work. The next one is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Camouflage, where is it? Here we go. Touch Highlighting Concealer. Why do I get sucked into these? I never end up using them. In the color Radiant. Same thing, click pen. And you know why these are at the bottom, by the way? It's because I never use them. This one is, see, I should have taken those others off my hands, huh? I think it's more similar to the YSL. No, this one is much pinker. Even than the YSL. That's the YSL. And the YSL was the pinkest before. Not a fan of that one. Coastal Scents, Bright Eyed in the color Light. Twist off top with the squeeze tube. This one is almost at the end. Had it forever. It's a pink undertone, same thing. I should have split this into concealers and like eye brighteners, huh? I think that's it. Oh, nope, I've got one more in there. I found one more. One more in here. The IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. Medium Neutral. I'll tell, oh no, I have one sitting on the desk too. I'll be honest with you, this was supposed to be like amazing stuff. I don't know. I wasn't wowed by it. I just wasn't. I don't know. Nothing about it spoke to me. The last one, concealer, Laura Mercier Undercover Pot Camouflage Pouch. And what that is it has their concealer and then their secret pot, which I showed you earlier on this side. And then underneath is a setting powder. This is great when you travel, if you need to have everything in one place. I like it, but I wouldn't repurchase it just because, just how it is. That's it. That's everything. I have a pile over here of things I'm going to keep. And I have a pile of a couple things that are going to friends. And then I will put them back in. Oh, and a couple, three things are going in the trash. And then I will put them back away and show you guys how I put them away. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. So I put some of the concealers that can stand up right here, my corrector, any illuminators that I decided I was going to keep, and then anything that was more for spot treatment is back here, kind of like the MAC, the Laura Mercier, things like that. So that was how just this part right here, that's just how the concealers are organized. I'll get into the rest of this drawer later. There's bronzers over here and powders over there. So that'll be another one. All right, thanks guys.